Welcome to the Magnetically Aligned Woman Show. Walk into your power through self love, self worth, and authenticity. I'm so excited because today I have Hailey Noa. She is a mindset, manifestation, and purpose coach. She helps women start and grow their businesses by connecting them to their soul purpose and teaching them the art of mindset and manifesting. Her mission is to help you connect to your soul's calling and turn that into a meaningful and profitable business. In less than 2 years, she has helped over 150 women on their journey of uncovering their soul's purpose and manifesting successful dream businesses. That is extremely exciting. Thank you so much for being here today with us, Hailey.
Thank you for having me.
I am like, I'm already hyped because we were just talking about this before we even started the video. And I had asked you, what the heck led you into this field? Like, can you share a little bit more about that with us?
Yes, absolutely. So, my journey, well, didn't start as a coach. My journey started way before that. But my career started as a lawyer. I went to law school. I'm Dutch. I even did a part of my master's at UC Berkeley in California, which was pretty like, well, special for like a Dutch girl. And I really had this idea of myself that I was going to be, well, this badass lawyer because I thought that that would give me financial security, some status. It would make me feel like I was someone, like I was good enough. I grew up with a violent mom. We didn't have a lot. So I really wanted to improve my circumstances while I was grown up. And that is how I went on and became a lawyer. But I was never meant to be a lawyer. I wasn't able to be myself in the legal field. The world was kind of harsh, too harsh for me, or at least the places where I ended up. People weren't friendly. I'm a very friendly soul, so that didn't really wasn't really a match. And eventually that led me to completely burn out. And I got help in that time. And the woman that I worked with, she helped me see that I was never going to be fully be able never sorry again, I was never going to be fully be able myself to be myself in the legal world. And that is how when I realized that I had to leave that world and then find out what it was that I am meant to do in this lifetime. So I decided to start blogging and teaching yoga and sports while finding myself and finding my purpose. And well, that period where I was burned out, I started doing mindfulness. I was already doing yoga, but more to become more flexible. And I noticed then that, yoga is so good for your soul, so good for your mind. And that really helped me to become more conscious of me, of the world, of my contribution to the world. And that helped me to eventually see that there are so many women out there who start a career because it is expected of them or it looks good on the outside while not taking care of their inside. And that leaving them feeling unfulfilled or unhappy. And I wanted to do something for those women. And when I realized that, I got trained and certified, and here I am as your purpose coach. Yeah.
I love that. I love that because I find that it's such a common theme that we often put ourselves in situations because we think we should
Mhm.
or because that's expected of us.
Yeah.
Also, because of this notion that external things will make your internal world happy. Like it
Yeah.
will give you fulfillment, it will give you all these things until you realize, like, that's not true at all because the fulfillment and the feeling that comes from within. So if you're not happy in your external circumstances, that will never supplement the
Mm,
feeling that you have inside.
exactly. Yeah, definitely. But we don't learn that in school, right? So we really need to learn that through the school of life, that your inner happiness is the most important. And then It doesn't matter what your outside circumstances are. We were just talking about that before you hit record, that here in the Netherlands, we are still in a lockdown where we are able to go outside, but we're only allowed to have one person over. Um, it has been over a year, but I'm fine. And why? Because my inside world is a great place to hang out in. So I don't really, I'm okay with the outside circumstances because my inside circumstances are good.
I love that. And that's something, is very important to create. When we talk about purpose, like you did a lot of things to figure out your purpose. Now
Mhm.
that you are a coach, can you share with us like a little bit about how that works? How someone can even start? And what does purpose even mean, first of all? Like that's the first and foremost. What does purpose
Yeah,
mean?
good one. So, purpose, I talk about soul purpose because I believe that we are all souls on this planet having a human experience. And each of us, each soul came to this planet with a special mission. So,
Mm,
your soul purpose, you can also call it your life's mission, the thing that you are meant to do in this lifetime, or the wish that your soul has for you in this lifetime. Now, I see a soul purpose, a mission. For me, that is not a job. It is the thing that you are here to do. It's how you are going to bless and serve the world. And then your job or your business, that is how you're going to bring your purpose to life. So, the example that I love to use is, for example, it can be that you discover that your purpose is to help children grow up in a healthy way. That is a purpose. That is your purpose. That is what you want to do here in this lifetime. Now, how you're going to do that, that can vary. That will depend on who you are, what lights you up, what you love, what you're good at. So maybe you will do that as a doctor or as a nutritionist, as a sports coach, as a food vlogger, many different ways. So that is what I think is really important to know, because a mistake that many women, people make is when they want to know their purpose, they look at the job ads and they're trying to find a job that feels like that could be something that feels like their purpose. But your job is never going to be your purpose itself. It's
mm,
always going to be how you're going to express your purpose. So when women come to me because they want to know their purpose and they want to turn that into their business, that is the first thing that we start with, connecting to the part of you that knows why you are here. What are you here to bring? What is your mission? Now, how do you do that? Right? That is like the biggest question. If it sounds beautiful, it is beautiful, but how are you going to get in touch with that part of yourself? Now, what I want for you and everyone who's watching to know is that the answer to what your purpose is in you. I help you to get in touch with that part by helping you to create a free and clear mindset. Because when you have like this mind that is telling you that, well, for example, you should stay a lawyer or you cannot do anything else, or you will go broke if you will leave this job and try to find something else, those kinds of thoughts are blocking you when you want to find your purpose. They're not helping you. So it helps to heal your mind, to ease your mind in a place, well, where you are content and you are thinking positive and loving thoughts. That is something that you need together with that connection to yourself. You need to take that time to allow the voice of your soul to come true, to allow the mind to quiet and to connect to your intuition, to your soul, however it is that you want to call it. That is important. And then next to that, it's also important that, well, you know who you are. What is it that makes you you? What makes you tick? And
mm.
those things together, having that clear mind that allows you to connect to your soul. And then you knowing what it is that makes you you and what makes you special, those things together will help you find your soul purpose.
That was so beautifully put. Like Um,
Yeah, good.
so just to like recap, it's your purpose in your life is not linked directly to your career. Your
Mhm.
career is just a manifestation of how that shows up by you serving your purpose in life.
Mhm.
And that's your soul's calling, your mission, what you're meant to do in this earth.
Mhm.
Now, for somebody, let's say, who is like, they just don't know themselves because we grow up in this world and nobody kind of tells us, like explore and do all these things. We're kind of being told like through school, through
Mhm.
society, through people around us, through friends, and we're so conditioned that sometimes we don't even know, is this the real me?
Yeah.
Is this really what I like, or is this something that I'm being told I like? And
Mhm.
how do we untangle all those little things like this is me, this is not me? Where do we even start with that?
So that connection to your soul will help with that. So I always teach my clients that there are basically two entities that live in you, like your soul and your ego. And the soul, that is your loving and positive, soft voice, will that tell you the things that you like and that you love, for example. So if you look at, well, the things that you do, it will light you up. Then your ego is, well, more the fearful voice, the voice that is tougher, that tells you that things aren't good enough or you should try your best more. You need to do this because, well, outside circumstances, otherwise people won't respect you, for example. My advice would be, well, look at what voice are you listening to. Are you listening to the voice that is telling you that you are good enough, or the voice that is telling you that you are not good enough? And the voice that is telling you that you're not good enough, or that is forcing you to do things that don't really feel expensive, that is the voice that you need to, well, say goodbye to. Because once you do that, then the voice of your soul is what you are left with. And that is the true you. You know, you are a happy, joyful, positive person who's filled with light. That is the true you. So find those things in you that connect you to your light, that connect you to positive and high vibrations.
Oh my God, I'm tingling because that is like, because at that point you're operating from a place of joy. You're already
Yes,
embodied in your joy.
exactly.
And so when you are like in that state of bliss and joy and feeling like you're good enough,
Yeah,
that is when you can actually expand and create.
exactly. Yeah.
When we talk about like how important your mindset is,
Mhm.
and something that's not very tangible, such as like energy, um, can you share about like how all of those function together, like how mindset and energy affects the way that you are and
Mhm.
how it plays into manifesting your dreams, like creating a
Yeah.
business?
Yeah, definitely. So, you know, whatever it is that you want, that you desire, whether it's knowing your purpose, it's starting your business, you know that it's all possible. It's all possible for you. The things that can keep you from actually going for it and reaching those goals, those are, well, your mind and your energy. So the law of attraction teaches that your mind and your energy create your reality. Now, when you have, for example, you desire to know your soul purpose somewhere deep down, but you don't really believe that it's possible for you. You think, oh, I cannot do this, or I don't believe that I have this special purpose. Who would I be to be special and have that? Those kinds of thoughts, they will block you from, well, knowing what it is. So what those thoughts will only create more confusion in your life, will only create more of not knowing, you not being able to connect to your purpose. And the same goes with energy. When you have thoughts like that, they affect how you feel. And everything on this planet is energy, is vibration. You don't have to believe in spirituality to know that. If you believe in science, quantum physics teaches that everything on this planet is energy. You radiate energy as well. And negative thoughts will lower your vibration. And what that will do is that it will attract things in your life that are of a lower vibration. So you, for example, would like to know your purpose, but you don't know what it is. Um, and you don't believe that it's possible for you. So instead, you apply for this job that your aunt told you that would be a good fit for you. And you
Mhm.
don't like it, but you go do it anyway, which affects how you feel, affects your vibration. And then your new boss, you and him or her, you clash because of your low energy vibration, which only creates a downward spiral for you. And I don't know for you, but I already feel it, like that negative mindset, that negative energy
Yeah.
pulling you down. But if instead you would want to know what your purpose is and you believe that that is possible for you, and you're going to do these positive things that will give you the opportunity to uncover it. Those are positive things. They feel light, they feel joyful, they feel expansive, which will make your energy light and expansive as well. And then things will come to you that will help you on your journey. You land on this interview, for example, that will help you on your journey of figuring out what you are meant to do. And then new opportunities will present themselves. Why? Because you are attracting them to them. You are a magnet. You're either a magnet to positive things or to not positive things.
Mm.
That. So it's
Thank
super
you.
important. Yeah.
I always say like this, like when you think about a person and if you're in their space and they're constantly negative, what happens there?
Mm,
You kind of like feel a repelling aura, right? Like,
mhm.
I don't want to be around somebody who's always negative. But
Yeah.
then when you are around somebody who is positive, who is happy, who loves what they're doing, you feel attracted.
Yes.
Literally that magnetic pull. Like, I want to be that. I want more of that. Like, I
Yeah.
want to be in your space, Hailey, right?
Yeah.
Big
Likewise.
negative Nancy over there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
when you apply that into your real life,
Yeah.
how are you being, right? Like, are you
Mhm.
negative Nancy or
Yeah.
are you in a space of opportunity, of
Yeah.
possibility, of anything is anything can happen kind of mindset? And all of a sudden people are like, I love your energy,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Like, I would love to present you with this opportunity, or I would love to work with you. I would love to be your friend. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden you have like all these people who love and adore you. And that's the type of like, um, what we call magnetic attraction.
Yeah. Hmm.
Now that leads straight to the title of like what it means to be magnetically aligned,
Yeah.
right? Like, can you share a little bit of like what alignment means for you?
Yeah. So for me, it all comes back down to that connection to my soul, to being in that high vibe energy, coming from a place of love, positivity, happiness, appreciation, where my mind is positive. I believe in myself. I believe in the world. Look at the world through like this pink glasses, and I feel good. That is the most important. If you want to be in alignment, make feeling good your priority. Do what it is that you need to do to feel good, because that is when you are in a high vibe. you know let go of the negative mindset, or the mindset things that don't make you feel good. Look them in the eye and heal them so that you can always feel good. And when I'm in alignment, things are easy.
Mhm.
things flow. I see double numbers all the time. You know, I'm happy. Things are just going easy. But when I'm not in alignment, I feel the opposite. I'm not happy. I'm not vibrant. For everything that I need to do, I think, oh my goodness, I need to do this. Instead of, I get to do this.
Yeah.
That is such a different energy. And then when I'm not in alignment, things feel tough and things are heavy, things are not working out. So every time, if that would happen, if I notice that, I always know, okay, I need to check myself again
Mhm.
because I've fallen out of alignment. Where did that happen? And I'm not saying that, of course, you'll have bad days. That's
Yeah.
also part of the human experience. That is fine. But don't let those bad days be your normal. Let those be lessons to see what parts of you can be healed more so that you get back in alignment, get back in touch with your soul, get back in the light. That is how it's meant to be.
Mhm.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is reprogramming your brain to
yeah,
fit society's mold.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
something you touched upon that really stands out is the healing work, right? Like the healing work is such an important aspect.
Mm.
And I kind of want to dive a little bit deeper into that too. Why is healing such an important part of the journey before moving on into like expansion and all of these things? Like, what happens when we carry around wounds and things that we haven't healed?
Hmm. Well, there are certain aspects to that. Like those wounds, I believe that they're here to teach you something. The experiences that you have, the things that may have hurt you, um, they're here to teach you something, to help you let go of things so that you can get more in touch with your true self. And that is it. Like the healing that you need to do, it will teach you something, it will make you a wiser person, and it will help you get more in touch with yourself. The things that need to be healed, they are great masters because they also teach you what it is that you don't want. And that
Mm.
will direct you to the things that you do want. But it is important that if there are parts of you that need some healing, don't shove it away, but look it in the eye, bring it into the light, start healing it. The sooner you allow for your wounds to be healed, the sooner you are able to step into your purpose, the sooner you are able to be the person that you are meant to be. When you don't have all those things that are weighing you down. So it's a really important part. And it's an ongoing process. Once you've healed one layer, a new layer will reveal itself. But yeah, but that is okay. That is okay. You just need to be willing to look at that. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it. Everything that is being presented to you in the now, is because it's ready to be healed.
I love that.
Hmm.
Every time I think about like opening another layer or like
Yeah.
facing another layer, um, I know in some places they call it the shadow, like your
Yeah.
shadow, that hidden part of you. But I like to think of it as a video game. Like this is level one. You
Oh
beat the
yeah.
boss. Level
Yes.
one, you level up and
Mm-hmm.
gain new skills, you gain new insights, you become stronger mentally, physically, emotionally, and then you meet level two. And level two, you
Exactly.
gotta you gotta keep going.
I love that. I use that too.
And each time you level up, you become like a stronger person with more clarity, with more um yeah, like with more ways to just
Mhm.
handle like grit, resiliency,
Yeah.
and things that used to be very hard for you become so easy. It becomes
Mm.
to the
Yes.
point where it's like, oh, that's nothing, right?
Mhm.
And that's how life kind of flows. Like it's an ebb and flow. There's ups and downs and valleys, but that's the beauty of the journey. Now,
Yeah.
I want to like kind of poke and prod at your like your experience and some of the things that you've healed from and that
Hmm.
led you to this point.
Yeah. Well, a big thing that I needed to heal, um, and I guess, you know, parts of me still are, is, well, my childhood.
Mm,
So I grew up with a violent mom. I got mentally and physically abused. And I'm lucky that I have a strong mind. So I was able to overcome that. Um, Even as a child already, you know, I saw that that was something for me, that doing my best at school would be like my way out of her home and that lifestyle, for example. But me like burning out as a lawyer because I was in this work environment where I was feeling suppressed and I was made small. Those were all old traumas that were triggered over there as well.
mm,
So I had my fair share of healing to do before I was able to, well, find my new self, to level up, you know, get that new life, become that new or the real me. Because so many parts of me weren't allowed to exist for for most of my life. Yeah, you know, so that for me is a big one. And you know, as I'm saying, like I've healed a lot, but still not everything. Still new things are presenting themselves. You know, I would love to sit here and say, "Oh, I'm free from any limiting beliefs or blocks." But that's not true. You know, and then I heal them and then a new one pops up.
mhm.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
And oftentimes, like, I relate this back to my childhood too, because I think it's something so important that we're not openly sharing. Like a lot
Yeah.
of people are not openly sharing because it does feel shameful. Like in my life, it was um, I thought I had to do things for my parents so
Hmm.
that I can receive love,
Yeah.
like, oh, she works for us every weekend, she's such a good person, like
Mhm.
she's a great daughter, she's always helping out. And so I felt compelled to like, let me keep helping you, let me keep helping you, let me keep helping you. And then as soon as that stopped, as soon as the, well, now I kind of want to go to college and I don't want to become the 9 to 5 like corporate world or lawyer or doctor that uh, that my parents had expectations for. All of a sudden it was like, you're worthless, you're not good enough, and all of these deep core wounds just hit me all at once like a ton of bricks. And it was just like, wow, like maybe I am not good enough, like
Mhm.
maybe I don't deserve to have, like I don't deserve to be happy, or I'll
Yeah.
find myself constantly doing things that are out of alignment with my true self
Mhm.
because I believed what I
Yeah,
was told. And
exactly.
so peeling away those layers made me realize like this is not who I am. Like if you think back into your childhood and that you had this freedom, you're
Mhm.
meant to be pure, you're meant to be happy, you're meant to explore and be
Mhm.
curious. And it's reconnecting back to that
Yeah.
that will kind of help you see like this is who I am as a person,
Mhm.
what I'm meant to do in this world.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Mm. Yeah, thank you for sharing as well. Yeah. Yeah. And you know, it's um I think also really important to not be ashamed of whatever it is that you've experienced. You know, so long I didn't talk about this.
Mm,
And it's only like almost 3 years ago that I started talking openly about what happened to me. Um, because, well, I know that I'm not the only one. I cannot be, unfortunately, I'm probably not the only one who has experienced this.
yeah.
But because no one is talking about it, it did feel like I was the only one, you know? And um, yeah. You need to look those shadows in the eye. You need to bring them into the light so that they can heal. And like the more you ignore them, the bigger they get.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever it is for you, yeah, get the help so that you can let your true self come out, because she is in there and she's yearning so much to get out, to, yeah, to fully express herself, to be herself, and to step into the woman she's meant to be. So let her out, let her out.
Yes. And now I want to talk about like now that you fully realized your purpose and you're doing your career so aligned with what you want to create in this world. How has your life changed?
Well, the biggest change for me, I would say that um, I feel happy. In the morning, I don't feel this pressure when I need to get up, or this feeling like, oh, I don't want to. I'm excited to get up in the morning. And now I'm just so grateful that I am where I am in life. And because like the old me with this whole pandemic, for example, she would not have been able to handle, and what we just said like before, i'm now I'm now fine because I have like this inner happiness, this inner acceptance, and um contentment. And that doesn't mean that I don't have goals or dreams or wishes, but always with the respect and the appreciation for what there is now, and with joy and enthusiasm for what may come. For me, that has been such a game changer. Being okay with the now, being happy with what there is now, whatever it is, that just gave me a sense of peace. Peace, calm, alignment, happiness. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And for everyone who's watching, can you share like three tips or like advice that they can start implementing in their life to get in touch with their soul's purpose?
Yeah, definitely. Um, journal, write down your thoughts. Write down your thoughts, because you have so much wisdom inside of you and it's dying to get out. And I found that, and my clients too, writing it down, trusting your thoughts on paper helps. It helps to sort out your thoughts, and it will create spaces for your soul to come through. Definitely. So do that. You know, figure out what thoughts or habits are stopping you from being your best self, and start transforming them. And then also, you know, do more that spend more time with your soul, basically. And one of my favorite ways is meditation and yoga. But maybe for you, it's like walking through nature, or
Mhm.
painting, or whatever makes you feel in touch with your highest self, that makes you feel what I just said, like that calm and peace and happiness. Whatever brings you in that state, go do that. And if you don't know what that is, go do yoga, go meditate. Don't tell me that you cannot meditate because you've already tried it 2 or 3 times and it didn't work. It's working. Stick to it. Do it. It would change your life.
I love that. So that's two things. Can you share one more?
Oh yeah, so also like the mind, figuring out what that was my second one,
Uh-huh.
figuring out what the things are blocking you so that you can heal them. Um, one more, mm, yeah, like the journaling, the yoga, and get to know yourself. Then I would say, if we would say like the three things that you need to uncover your purpose, have that clear mind, be connected to yourself, know who you are.
I love that. And no
Right.
excuses, right? It's trial
No
and error.
excuses. Yes. Get out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
It's trial and error, and that's the biggest misconception oftentimes is we think like we're born into those worlds and we know exactly what it is that uh, there's so many expectations, especially when you're younger. As soon as
Mhm.
you hit college, you're supposed to know exactly what you want to study, what you're going to become, what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
Yes.
But what we're telling you right now, what Hailey is sharing right now, is that if you don't know, that's okay,
Mhm.
because we're not here born like, oh, this is what you're meant to do. You get to
Exactly.
find out what you are meant to do. You get to try so many different things and try on all these hats.
Yeah, exactly. And really keep that in mind. If there's only one thing that you are taking away from this conversation, let it be that your purpose, it's not your job, it's your mission. So find out what that mission is. And this is exactly where I use like the example of levels for my clients. You will find your purpose and you will find a way to bring it to life. You will start your business, and then maybe after a couple of years, you realize that you want to bring your purpose to life in a different way. You want to create a new business. You want to change your business. That means that you've completed that level and now you're leveling up. You're going to the next level. Nothing is forever. The thing that you decide today doesn't have to be forever. Go with what feels good in the now. Do that. And yeah, and that's it. You don't have to know everything. You cannot know everything. So just go with what feels good and aligned and of the highest good in and now.
Oh, that is beautiful. Thank you. And I know you have something very special for the audience. Can you share your freebie with us?
Yes, definitely. So I've created a workbook for you that is going to, these questions that I've been asking, the topics that I've been challenging you to think about. I've written them down in a workbook for you so that you can go over them. Um, Take that time to connect to your soul, clear that mind, get the clarity, use the workbook. And I have a special bonus. If, yes, if you're going through over the workbook and you think, okay, I've done it, I can use some guidance, only for the listeners of these beautiful interviews, I'm offering you a 45-minute one-on-one with me. But that's really exclusive, only for the people who've downloaded the workbook. Over there you can find the opportunity. You have to apply. You need to let me know why you want to do this. If you are committed, if you are showing up, then I'm going to show up with you. Work through the questions. And if you want extra support, I'm here for you. It's really special only for you because you are here.
Wow, that is so generous of you, Haley. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
being here. And for everybody who is watching, as you know, I will link Haley's link below the video. But the biggest step you can do for yourself, for today, for your whole life is take action. Don't sit
Hmm.
on your bum.
Yeah.
Take action and take advantage of all of the freebies and Haley's generosity. Um, so thank you for being here, Haley.
Yes.
And for everybody who is here with me right now, I cannot wait to see you guys on the next episode.
Thank
Bye,
you, guys.
everyone. Thank you.